Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Angel, and today I just wanted to do an easy little sit down and show you my propagations that I have started. My first one I will talk about is this painted leaf begonia, and I want to say that this was my original painted leaf that I ever got. The whole thing just completely died, and I salvaged these two clippings just to see if there's a possibility that it could grow roots, and sure enough, it has not only grown roots, but it's grown little babies on the top here. Now the leaves themselves don't look that great, but they're growing roots and that's all that matters. So I do plan on potting this one up soon. Until then, she's staying in here. Similarly to that one, we have my original baby rubber that I believe my mother-in-law gave me, and I had for so long. I had this plant for so long. When I had this plant, I had it in a pot that had no drain hole. I changed the pot so that it had a drain hole, and I was watering it so frequently. Of course, this plant started to die. I just took a clipping from it and had to put, the other pieces to rest. It started to sprout this little leaf, and then it started to grow roots slowly but surely. So this is another one of my miracle babies, and I'm so happy that it stayed alive and all of that, because honestly, I do really like these leaves. It's one of my original plants. Like, I just have a lot of attachment to this plant, and so does Shane. I'm happy I was smart enough to at least try and salvage some of it, because look at her now. All right, what is next? Oh, so this was my first, okay, I have a great plant, it's thriving, I want to take some clippings from it and make a new one propagation, right? Because the rest of these that I've shown so far are like, my plant's dying or is dead, let me try and save some of it. This one was, I feel like, my first actual propagation. I was very interested to see if this would even work, because with the ZZ plant, I just took the leaves and popped them in water, and sure enough, these odd little things are growing their own roots. So I thought that that was so cool. I love how this plant propagates, and I'm excited to have a bunch of little ZZ plants. Okay, so I had to go get something, because if you recognize these guys, in my plant haul part 2 video, I showed you this ginormous heartleaf philodendron that I picked up, and I talked about how it was so long, and I already took clippings from it and I put them in water. For some reason, these 3 grew roots like that. Like, it has not even been a month, and it just they just sprouted roots like 1 to 2 inches. They already grew, and I'm such a dummy for not getting a picture or a video of it. But these 3, oh, look at that. They are growing roots. But they're very small compared to how fast these ones grew, and I'm not sure why, but they are growing roots. So that's exciting. Okay, I was a little worried, but it just took a little bit longer. I really want to have just a bunch of heart leaves throughout my house. I just think that they're so classic and beautiful, and I love how large these leaves are. So that is that one. And this one is a newer one. I propagated it around the same time that I propagated my heartleaf philodendron. This is my satin pothos that I just took a little clipping from, and it hasn't really done much. There's a little node sticking out, but I feel like some of my propagations just take a little longer than the others. Obviously, you could see with that heartleaf philodendron. Now this one is interesting as well, because I definitely did not think that anything would happen with this. So this is from my Polynesian ivy. I looked up how to propagate it and it said to just take the sticks and take all the leaves off and put it in water. And I was like, okay, like, right, that's gonna work. And look, it's growing its own leaves. It's crazy. This one, not so much. It hasn't really done much, but this one is definitely growing things from it. So I thought that was so weird. Like, I'm very interested to see more growth in this and how the roots really come out and everything like that. All right, and then these ones also are just ones that kind of fell off and I just said, why not try it? So this is obviously from my Maranta, and this fell off with another leaf and they were both like curled in that little like taquito roll. The other one did not survive. It got like super soggy, and this one is surviving and it's unfurling. There's no roots growing yet, and I don't even know if this is how you propagate Marantas. This is a complete just experiment to me. So we will see. It's not spreading roots like I said, and I don't know if it ever will, but the leaf is unfurling. So to me, that's a good sign. So I'm just gonna keep it in here. And this one fell off of my alocasia and it is not looking great. The leaf is definitely shriveling up, and I'm not sure if it's just from being in the water or if it's because of my window that it's on. I just keep these on my kitchen windowsill that gets northern light, and I don't know if this is gonna survive. But until I completely just, I feel like there's no hope, I'm just gonna keep it in here and see what happens. And then the other one I have is from my Hoya. Again, I don't know if this is how you propagate Hoyas, but I love my Hoya and it's so large and I wanted another one. So I just took a clipping from it and popped it in water, and it is growing something. I don't know if that's a root. It kind of feels slimy, but that is something that was not there before. This is kind of where I cut it, and so it's done something here. And then I think these are new because these were not here before either. So it seems to be doing okay. There's a little bit of leaf curling, but other than that, there's no discoloration. Oh, actually, I do see two little buds coming through here. So that's good. If you guys know of a better way to propagate any of the plants I've talked about so far, please leave it down in the comments, because all of these are just science experiments to me. And I have another little propagation station behind me that I'll have to pop off the wall. So we'll start over here. So this is a clipping that I ordered off of Poshmark, which it was a Snow Queen pothos. They have grown a lot of roots, and I do plan on putting this in soil soon. I feel like I kind of want to do a mixed, like a medley, a pothos medley. I probably wouldn't put my satin pothos with it, but I mean, who knows? That could look cool. Oh, actually, I want to do that. That looks really cool. So I probably will be doing that when that grows roots. But I saw somebody else that talked about doing a medley with all their pothos, and I just thought that was a really cool idea. And this one is a clipping that I took from my gigantic peace lily, and it's grown something. I don't know what that is, but it's been like that for about a month, and it hasn't really grown anything else. But it's still firm, and the leaf looks really good, so I'm just giving it some more time. Hopefully she'll take and start to grow roots. And the last one I have is a clipping that I took from my Brazil heartleaf philodendron. And it has grown roots, and it's growing more roots on the top there. I love the way that the Brazil philodendron looks. I think it's honestly, I like it more than the regular heartleaf because of the different colorings and how unique each leaf is. I just find that really appealing to me. So I'm excited to have more of the heart leaves. But yeah, let me go ahead and pop this baby back on the wall. All right, guys, well, that is all my propagations for right now. If you have any recommendations or things that I should try with my propagations, or maybe if I'm propagating something completely wrong and there's another way to do it, feel free to leave it in the comments. I love to learn new things, and I am no plant expert. Like I said, this is just an experiment that I am trying. If you have not, please check out my Instagram. The link will be in the description box below. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.